computer. Okay, so Rashid, I'm giving you control now. Okay, you may share your screen again, please.
This is the code page. Yeah.
Okay.
And the CSS is, yeah.
Let me see the HTML. Okay. Yes, that's good. This is what I expected. Lots of div to, so I can move that around. Then we now created another div for the resources, the sign up. Good, good. Yes. Now, could you please explain this your code to others so that others can also follow along?
So, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you can close the view. First of all, explain the what's it called, the HTML structure exactly. Explain this, then then you go to the browser for them to see.
Oh, HTML. Okay. So I split it up into different divs so the stuff would stay together. The top div is the header is when we go to the browser, you'll see the one at the very top that says this is the writing, and then there's a little link that says AI help that you can press. So we put it in an A tag. So when you see it on the browser, you'll be able to click it. And then underneath that is the next div, which is all the menu tabs. So you'll see the reference, the guides, the plus. So they each have a different ID. And I made them little boxes, little divs, and then put all the divs into the larger menu div. So they're all together, and putting them in the little divs allowed you to put the same amount of spacing in between them. So they look uniform, the spacing. And then the class R side is the ones on the right side. So the theme, the little search box that you're going to see on the right, and the button to sign up and log in. And I just copied and pasted the same place that it takes you on the real website. This doesn't work though. The button one doesn't work, but the A tags work when you actually click on them. And obviously this doesn't work because I don't have the actual place it takes you when you press the button. And then underneath that is the main content div, which is the big title that says resources for developers. There's a little writing underneath and then a search box. And that's all together in one div. And then I just changed the colors. So I just went on the inspect page of the real website, seeing what colors they were using, and then copied them to make the same background colors for the divs. We took out the underline. We use the if you do text decoration none, I looked online, you can take out the underline. So you can still have a link, but it won't show the little underline underneath, which is how the website had it. And then took out the borders of some of the divs. Well, I used the border initially just to see what it would look like, and then after I took it out, it's not meant to be there. And these is just how some of the styling is for the different parts of the, like the search. This is for the search bar. This is for the main content. And then if I go to, this is what it looks like. So this was the top div. And then you see, this is that little link. All of these are links. They don't have an underline under them, but if you press it, it will go to the same place. And then the search bar. And these are the two buttons that don't work. Like if you press it, it won't go to where, but I just did it because of the style. is how it looked on the real uh, website.
Okay.
This is the real website, how it looks. And that was pretty much it.
All right. Thank you so much, Rashid. Is there any question for Rashid? Any question from anybody for Rashid? Okay, no question. I I have a question though. Rashid, could you please display your code again? Now, the menu bar, could you please walk us through again, explain how you achieved the bars for them to lie side by side?
We use a going to see CSS. So the menu bar. So I did the margin right. So
Okay.
you see the class tabs. This is the class, and then when I went, if you look each of these boxes, it doesn't look the same because it's small, but each of these boxes is one of these divs here, and they all have the class tabs.
Okay.
And then I use the margin right 25px. I put them as floats and then did the margin right. So then each of them is 25px apart.
Okay. Okay. You used floats. That is what I want to know. All right. Thank you so much. I'm taking the control from you. David.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you have
Good evening, sir.
Good evening?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you have an assignment to present?
Yes, sir. I have an assignment to present.
Okay. Is it the two previous ones or the last one?
Yeah, the two previous ones, sir.
Okay. Let me give you control, David. Yes. Make host. Yes, you have the floor now.
Okay, sir. Can you see my screen now, sir?
Not yet. It's still saying sharing, screen sharing.
My internet connection is actually unstable, so it's kind of slow.
Okay.
Okay.
But it seems I can see you moving your cursor. Okay, yes.
Let me stop the share and share again.
No, I can see it now. I can see your screen now.
Oh.
Yes. You open down the Zoom and the HTML code. Assignment 6.
Sorry, can you see the screen, sir?
Yes, I can see your screen. I can see assignment 6.html. Yes. Can you hear me? Hello, David. Can you hear me? Oh. He has lost the control. Okay. Let me call on Lanre. Good evening, Lanre. Do you have something for me?
Yeah, I didn't do the last one, but there was a couple that I've missed, so I did the previous one.
Let me
But
see. Let me
but
see what you have what you've
okay.
done. Don't worry.
Have you given me the permission, right?
Yes, I'm trying to do. Yeah,
Okay.
you have the floor now.
Right. So, so where am I? HTML essentials. So that's the one I did.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So this is the one, but I am struggling a bit
Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't there when you started the CSS class. So in a way, I'm finding it challenging to add the black background.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't, and then I tried to put the line break in between here as
Mm-hmm.
like a tag, but it's not coming up as
Okay.
such. I tried to research it elsewhere, but I'm not getting that.
Oh, okay.
So that's that. And I haven't actually finished doing it because I was
Mm.
still working on the styling. I think the styling really is becoming a challenge to me because
Okay.
I didn't do it. I wasn't there when you started the CSS class. So I'm in a bit of a dip on
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So I
If I
think what I was going to say, I think it
Mhm.
would be useful because usually when we do the assignments and someone really does theirs really nicely, the doctor normally asks them to put that on the
on the
platform so one
platform.
can actually compare.
Okay.
So yeah, I would have asked Rashid
Okay.
the last time, but
Okay.
yeah.
Rashid, please share your code.
Yeah,
The code for this assignment. Please share it on the
thank you.
platform. Yes. And if I may ask, Larry, do you still
Yeah.
want me to talk on this assignment?
So I've kind of like just used the basic stuff that we've been learning from the onset. They're not really CSS embedded, but they're kind of like mostly HTML. So if I could just, sorry, I'll just bring the source code up. So yeah, I was kind of like just basically tailored what
Okay.
you taught on Div and then what we've done in the past, putting in the paragraphs, the headings, and dividing them into sections, just basically HTML mostly, to be honest. So
Okay.
this is the part that I was having a challenge.
The challenge. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Um,
Sorry, I will need to interject a bit. Sister Larry, we have a recording of the previous videos and they are well annotated.
I did listen to be honest with you, I wasn't really still able to do it. And even after listening to it.
Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
I will create time. We will go through this assignment together. Is there any other person in the class having problem with this assignment?
So
Please.
I wasn't in for the entirety of last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is that David?
No, that's Ademola.
Ademola, okay. Yes, if you just like a doctor said now, we have past videos, recorded videos. Have you gone through that?
Yeah, I just saw it. Well, I didn't just see it, but like I'm aware of it now.
Okay, but have you gone through the videos?
No, not yet.
Okay, please do. Please do.
Okay.
It behooves you for you to go through it, right? Even if I'm going to talk about it, you going through the video must have helped you, or maybe create an environment within your mental system that okay, these are the things areas covered, and by the time I am now going through it one more time, it will be to you as crossing your T's and dotting your I's, right? So please go through it, because now I am noting that assignment down now. I'm going to demonstrate it from afresh, but I want Rashid, because Rashid did a very good job on that assignment. So I want Rashid to share that code on the platform. So having said that, I want okay, since Ademola just joined, so I'm not going to call you now because
Yeah, so sorry, I've got one more question. So
okay.
when Rashid was sharing his bit, I think he's done its styling separately. So I was actually thinking that the styling should be embedded within the HTML ones rather than having them in a separate section.
Okay, so are you disconnected about how he now integrated the external style sheet into the HTML?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. All right. I mean,
Because I was actually expecting the styling to be within the HTMLs and not, on a separate section.
okay. All right. Now, if you go through the past videos, you will see where I talked about external style sheets.
Okay.
Yes. So that part of that lecture addresses that. But nevertheless, when I'm talking about when I will walk you through the assignment HTML essential training, then we talk about it one more time. So, and most likely because of our time already is already about 8:30. So
Yeah.
that cannot be done today. So most likely on Saturday. Will you be around on Saturday?
Yeah, by God's grace. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. So please, others, so make it a point of duty to be around on Saturday. So, Feromi, do you have any assignment for me?
I'm back here.
Okay, David.
Yeah,
All right.
my connection was unstable the other time.
Okay, so let me reclaim. Let me give you host, David.
All right. Okay. Oh, can you see my screen,
Yes,
sir?
yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, sir. So the former assignment before the was last.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what I came up with.
Okay.
And this is my okay. Yeah. This is my HTML code.
Where is the HTML?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay,
This
this
is
one.
it
Okay.
by the left.
Okay, I've seen
Yeah.
it. Good. Okay.
I walk you through the code, or should I just?
Yes, you can talk us through fast so that we can
Okay, sir.
talk about a little of of today's topic, please. Be fast about it.
So I actually have a header tag and article tag. Yeah, so the header tag contains the heading, which is HTML essential training. Then the article tag, I have divs inside it. The first div, I actually what I call it, I gave it an ID of left border because there's going to be a border by the left. That's why I just tagged it that way. Then give my second div indent because I'm actually going to indent it to the right.
Okay.
So within the first div, which is left border, I gave it the heading of H2, then the paragraph beneath it, and everything. I just have two headings and two paragraphs. So that covers everything in the left border.
Okay.
Then the second border, which I gave the idea of indent, I also gave it two paragraphs with two headings. Then I gave it what I calling it. Um, that's the CSS where I gave it the style of bottom border. All right. So I gave
which one is that? Which one is that?
the bottom border, sir.
Okay, that's one. Okay, okay. That's
Yes,
the
sir.
last div day.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Then my footer contains the address.
Okay.
So everything was styled in an external CSS file.
Okay. Now, hold on. Go to where you link your style sheet with your HTML. I'm asking this for this because of the Larry's question. Larry, I want you to pay attention to this.
Okay, sir.
Now, I
So
liked it. I liked it.
Okay.
That's the line 6. I liked it.
Yes, sir. It's already highlighted.
Aha. Larry, I want you to see that line 6.
Yeah.
Good. Now, he created an external style sheet somewhere. David, can you go to that style sheet? Let's just say it.
Right, sir. The name of the external style sheet is assignment5.css.
.css.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
just hold on there. Larry, I want you to note this. This external style sheet ends with the file extension ends with what? .css. Just
Okay.
like HTML ends with .html, CSS file must end with .css. That shows that this is a style sheet file and
Okay.
it's external to your HTML. Now, when we get to JavaScript, the file extension for JavaScript will be .js.
Okay.
JavaScript. So now he created assignment 5.css, and that is where he wrote all his style code. And now to integrate, to interconnect the style sheet assignment 5.css with the HTML file, he now used a link tag. Now, David, could you please go to that HTML file, please?
All right, sir. Okay, let me know.
Now, can you see line 6?
Yeah.
He used link tag, and inside the link tag, remember attributes. There are 2 attributes. The first one, REL, saying relationship. What's the relationship between this link and the HTML? It is the style sheet. And where is the link to the file, to that external file? And that is shown by href. Just like an anchor tag. Now, for you to create a link for an anchor tag, you must use your href attribute, and that is exactly the same as linking your external style sheet to your HTML file. So you use the href attribute and you give it the value of the address to where the style sheet is located. Now, the ./ is telling you that this HTML and your CSS, they are within the same folder. As you can see on your on your far left, you will see assignment 5.html and assignment is it 6.css. You will see it, no, assignment 5.css. You will see it within the same folder. That is the meaning of the ./. It could have just stated assignment 5.css. It will still work, but best practice is to use your ./ then the file name for any 2 or more files that are within the same folder. So that is how you can link your external style sheet with your HTML file. We will talk more about that. All right. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Thank you, David.
Right, sir.
So
You're welcome, sir.
you can share your code as well on the platform.
Okay, sir.
So
I'll do that, sir.
do you have the last assignment?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me quickly see that.
This is the last assignment. Didn't do much on it. Only did the aspects you asked us to.
Yes, this is what I demanded. Yes. Okay,
Yes,
that's
sir.
fine. That's fine. Now let me see the code, the CSS code. How you
This CSS code.
Yes.
Yes, this is just I used position relative and position absolute for it, sir.
Yeah, okay. Position relative and position absolute. That is
Yes,
what
sir.
I want to see, because that is what we discussed in the last class. Good.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you now
So
use that. Uh-huh.
let me just, for better understanding, everything here, everything you're seeing in the output is embedded inside a header tag. Then the header, the header has a child element that is navigation link. So I now use UL that is on ordered list. So I gave it everything, all these menu, they are inside a list.
Okay.
So for my CSS code, I was just able to take away the list style and give it none, then made it position relative.
Okay.
So then to target each of the list items, I used now UL.
Hold on there. We have not talked about the nth child, but you are using
Yes,
it. Aha. So
because yes, sir.
I, I, I won't talk about it now so that I won't create any form of confusion to others, right? Aha. So now the absolute, I want you to talk about the absolute. So how did you use that absolute to make the menu to stand side by side to one another?
Okay, sir. The nav ULLI is just like it's embedded inside this nav UL. So this nav UL serves like a parent container, and nav ULLI is just a child container. Do you understand what I'm saying, sir?
Yes, I do.
So,
Okay.
like for me to actually make it, because absolute deals with the positioned, the positioned container. Let me just put it that way, like the position parent container.
Okay.
You understand, sir?
I do.
So I was able to, like, the position of the the position of the nav ULLI is relative to the container. So that's why I used absolute.
Absolute. Good.
If I had not put this position relative in the nav UL container, it would have been relative to the body.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
So that's why I made position relative for nav UL and position absolute for each of the child elements of this nav UL.
Okay.
So after that one is settled, I was able to manipulate the position of each list items by giving it left of 70 pixels, like that 200.
Good.
I just gauge it so that it looks normal.
Okay. Thank you so much. That is what I want to hear. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm going to take the control away from you now because of time. Now, Feromi, do you have any assignment to share?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me give you the control. Make us. You have the floor.
No, I don't have.
Okay, you don't. Okay, I thought you said you do. You don't. Okay. Let me, Joshua, do you have any assignment to present? I can't hear you.
No, sir.
No. Okay. Um, Ademola just joined. Is it Daniel? Am I right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any assignment to share?
Oh, I'm still on the first lesson, so I've missed out. This is
Oh,
like my first
your
proper
first
class.
class.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And just like doctor said, please go and visit those past recordings, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I will
I'm on the first
advise.
class.
Bratola, I think
Sir?
maybe we should do something like this.
Okay,
Maybe
sir.
we should let those people who are just joining
Okay.
create a class for them and let Mr. Clay oversee them so that they can submit all of those things.
Okay. No, okay, that's fine, sir.
Work with Mr. Klein to
Okay.
segment those who are just coming to one class.
Okay.
And then they walk through using all our previous videos. As well as submitting the assignment to Mr. Klein.
Okay.
And then they can have that other class.
Okay, so that means Ademola, Daniel, should get in touch with Klein so that he can arrange an extra class for you. At the same time, I will strongly advise, still try to watch those past recordings. It will still help you prepare, it's a form of prepping. It will prep you towards that class. And the reason is this, so that by the time Klein is talking about those topics, it will be clicking. You will be following along, right? So let me call on if Yoma, are you just joining the class too?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. Let me just announce those joining the class for the first time or the second time, please get in touch with Mr. Klein. All right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
thank you.
Thank you, madam. So I think I've exhausted the list. Yes. Now, by God's grace, on Saturday, I will talk on the HTML essential training assignment, and I will also talk more to expatiate further on past topics. That will be on Saturday. So for today, let me reclaim. Okay, I've reclaimed. Let me share my screen. Let me pause first because of time. So can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Now, in the last class, we have we have about 20 minutes. Let me see what I can do. In the last class, where is the in the last class, we discussed about relative positioning, absolute positioning, right? Also we discussed the static, which is the default. This is a default positioning, and we could not talk about fixed positioning. Now, on this three, 1, 2, 3, is there any question before we go to fixed?
No, sir.
No question. All right, thank you. So now let me bring up my IDE. Now, fixed positioning, I don't know if, okay, let me see whether the site we are where I gave you the assignment, it shows is an example of good. Yes. Now, I want you to watch this menu, this menu bar, this area. Watch this area, that area. Now, as I scroll, oh sorry, let me clean that. If I scroll up, you can see everything is moving until the menu gets, once this menu border gets to the body of the of the browser, right? Just watch it. Something will happen there. Just watch it. I'm scrolling up. Hold on. I'm scrolling up. Can you see? It stayed while the rest of the body keeps scrolling up. If I go down, it will get to a point, it will now flow with other content. Let me demonstrate again. I'm going up. Now it stayed fixed while others are going. And that is what fix is doing. It will fix it at a particular point while the rest content are being scrolled up or down, right? And that is achieved using the fix positioning. So let me go back to the code. So for us to be able to demonstrate that, I will need to copy. Let me just lorem ipsum. Let me just copy generate content. Okay. Let's see. Let me just copy this. Then go to the code, to the ID. So let me just paste. Okay. After this div, let me just create a p tag. I'm creating a p tag here. Let me copy this to be sure that I'm doing. Oh, okay. It should be outside that div. Where is the browser? Okay, let me take it out. Take it out. Outside this. Okay. All right. Okay, good. Let me just repeat some of this again. The content, copy, and just paste. It's just to create content. Okay, good. Now, let us now, let me go back to where we're discussing the fix. Now, the fix position relative to top left corner of the browser. If you just apply that position fix, it will default to the top left corner of the browser. Now let us demonstrate that in our code. Now, in the last class, because this was the code we were using, so this is just continuation of that. So now let me quickly just explain this box. This box, this red box, is this big container, right? The container, the div with ID container 1. And the purple square there is this other div here with ID container 1 underscore child. And also the class container 1 underscore child, right? So that is a purple div there. And that is, this is how we got it styled. If you look here, container 1 underscore child is the ID of that smaller div, and we give it what? The background color of purple, and the width size of 80 pixel, and the height of 80 pixels, just to make it a square shape. And this is a container, and also we made it what? A square of 200 pixel, and we gave it a background of what? Red. Now let us make the purple the child fix. Let's see if we make this fixed position, right? Let us see what that gives us. Let's go to the browser. This is the browser. Now, if I scroll up, can you see that is kind of fixed to the left hand side of what? Of the page. You can see the moment I'm scrolling down, scrolling up, it just stayed in its position. Now let us say that I want this this to span to go full length. That can be done. So, and that simply means that I can easily I can just remove this from the div. Let me just comment this out. Comment this out, and then comment this also out. Right now, if I give this, okay, if I give this, where is it? If I remove this out, right? Where is it? Child one. Okay. Container one underscore child. Then if I remove this, yes, then let me remove this also. What other styling do I have there? This one. Then so I have that. Let me see what outcome. Oh, okay, it's even not there. Hold on. Let me remove this first. Let's see where we where is this div now? This, okay, let me take it out of here. Let me see what this will give us. Border. Okay, where is the border? Let me give it a border. A border of 1 pixel. Solid black. Okay, it wants me to give it a size. Okay, let me give it height of say height 80 pixel. Okay, so so let's go back to the browser. Yes, okay, good. Now I want to create kind of create a scenario of a menu nav bar just like this, right? I just want to create this nav bar scenario. So now let's go back to the code. Now the code. Now, if we want to make that fix, all we need to do is to put this to fix positioning. Let's see. Okay. Now, can you see what's going on? Can you see the purple div? I guess no, right? Can anyone see the purple div? No. Now, I need to explain something to us here. What is going on? Now, there's something called the flow. In HTML, right? When you create your div, your tags in general, everything goes into a flow. It is arranged one after the other. Now, it's like a piece of paper, let me demonstrate that piece of paper with this design, right? This is a two-dimensional piece of paper, right? Now, when you give a div or whatever tag it is, when you give it a position apart from relative, right? Remember that relative positioning only move that element away from the static position. However, when you give any other div or element position of absolute or fixed, something is going to happen to this. Even floats, we talk about floats when we have the time. Something happened, and this is what happens. Now, if you, let me clear my screen. Now, let us represent the browser with this plain sheet. This plain sheet. I'm drawing it in this manner so that for us to understand what I'm talking about. Now, if you create a div, everything lies right inside, or div or whatever tag lies inside this plain sheet in that order. Now, when you apply the property of a position with value either absolute or fixed, what happened is that, let's assume that we want to apply either absolute or fixed to this element here. This element will be taken out of the flow, and taken out means that it will be as if that these other three elements will move forward to occupy a space. This is what I'm saying. Let me clear my screen again. Now, let me redraw. If I apply fixed or absolute to that very first element, it will be floated up, taken out of the flow. It's like creating, hold on, let me redraw. It's like creating another sheet of paper right above this other one, right? It's like creating a sheet of paper right above this other one, and one is now above the other. Now, the one that you apply that absolute or fixed positioning is now taken out as if it's lifted out of the paper, and every other element will now move forward to occupy that position. Let us demonstrate it. Okay, because you need to understand that concept very well. Let me go to the code. Let me remove this force. Let me comment this out. Let me comment this out. Where is it? Okay, let me leave it. Now, if I remove the fixed this property, right? Let's go to the browser. Now, this div, this one, is occupying the right position it should occupy. So, because it's occupying its position, its space, this paragraph tag cannot shift forward, cannot move upward to occupy a space because it's right there in the space. But the moment you apply a float property or fixed property, that purple div will be taken out of the flow of documents, And because of that, this paragraph, we now move up to occupy that space. So something must be done so that you need to retain that space. And that is the reason why most of the time you will need a container for that element you intend to apply the fixed positioning. And that is why initially I left this div right where it was then. So I now take this other one that I want to apply the fixed property to, right? Let me remove this one. Okay, good. So now for me to be able to apply that this fixed position to this child div, I will need to give this container a position relative to stay where it is, where it should be. The reason is that so that it will not allow any other content to take up that space. So now if I apply relative positioning to this one, which is a container, let me remove the width of this. I don't want this width to be limited. Let me take that out. And I will give it the same height of what? 80, right? The same height of 80. Where do I have that? That's coming from. There's something, this one. Let me take this one out. So now I will give it height of 80, which is the same height with a child div. Remember, I'm trying to secure that space so that the p tag will not flow upward when I take the child out of the flow. So I will now make this, where is it again? The purple. Okay, it's still taking that out. Let me hold on. Let me see. Z index. Let me see. Z index of 1. Okay. That's not what I want. Where is it again? Okay, good. So let me apply top property here to this. I say 10. We give it 10 pixel there. And this one, I want it to be where it is. So let's see what this will give us. Where are we? Okay, it's still not, now it's still not showing because the what's it called, the parents are still trying to occupy a space. Let me see what is going on there. Hold on, please. I have the width of this container. No. I don't want. I want it to spread out. Okay, relative to that, then where is the no. Just give it I don't need to. Okay, just take that out. Height of the container. Is there something I'm doing wrong here? This is ID, yeah, container 1, ID, container 2. Okay. Background. Everything looks fine. Purple, fixed. Relative, yes. Okay, hold on. Let me see. If I change this to absolute, what will happen? No, that also will go out of flow. It will go out of flow. Relative. This height 80. That's correct. ID. Let me take this out first. I don't know why it is still not showing in there, but hold on, please. Am I missing? Let me. Okay,
the container number. Should it be? I think it's got one twice.
Where?
Where the container is.
This one?
I can't
No,
see.
it is right. It's container 1, and that is this one, which is right.
Okay.
That's why I checked first. This is container 1 underscore child. Container
Okay.
underscore child, yes. This is the one I want to apply the fixed position, which is that. But there's something should have been done. Okay, let me try something. Let me put this inside a div. Let me try and put this inside a div. That's a div. And it's still not giving me what I want. It should stay. It should stay, not moving again. Let me see. Or is it expecting me to? No. It should stay. Just give me some minute, please. Let me quickly sort this out. This is the paragraph, and then this is the child container 2. Okay, hold on. Let me uncomment this out, and let me take this into that container. This paragraph out into container 2. It's still the same thing. So that's not the problem. Oh, okay. Let me type something in. Probably it's expecting. It's expecting me to type something in there, right? It's expecting some content. Remember that let me go back to the example that we are trying to mimic. This one. Now this has its own content. You can see, right? So probably it's expecting me to input that content. Let's go to the browser to view the effect. Now, exactly. It's expecting me to give it a content. So let me just apply 100% width to create a fake content in there. So where is it? Let me just take this out. Right? It's expecting me to put the width in there. So I will take this to say 100%. Let me see what that will give us. So now we are back. Now you can see now, right? So by the time you input this your menu content, like for example the home, about us, contacts, services, and so on and so forth. Now those are content. It will form the content of this of this div. And the moment you are scrolling up, you can see it stayed in that position. Now you can decide that, okay, I want the div to go to a certain level. Say maybe I want it to be somewhere here. So you can now come here, come to the to the style of this tag, which in this case is what hashtag container1_style. You come here. This is a style. This is a selector. You come here and decide, okay, now let me push this down. Maybe I want to push it down from the top. So like maybe depending on your design anyway, so like 100 pixel away from the top, away from the top. If you go back to the browser, you will see that it has pushed it down. If you scroll, you will see that it will stay at that exact position you want it to be. It will not move. You can see it will not move, right? It won't move. Now, if I decide to now maybe remove this top property, I don't want to, I don't want this top property there, right? It will now go up and stay close to the body, to the border of the body. Now, if you scroll either up or down, it will stay in that position. So any question on what we discussed now? Now, let me quickly do something here, although somebody, David, yes, David did something like this. I was still saving this for when I'm going to talk about float. So let's say this is home page, for example. Let me just copy, or do copy, paste, paste. Let's say this is about us, about, let's say contact, and let's say services, and let's say gallery, just for example. So we have that. Now you can now apply a property. I'm going to discuss about floating now. Floating. What time is it? Oh, okay. I need to round up because we are 30 minutes behind schedule. Now, floating makes your tag to stay side by side. Also, just like David, just as David used the absolute positioning to achieve the side-by-side effect, right? You can also use float. You can say, I want this, I want it, my stuff to flow to the left, or I want it to flow to the right. Now let us apply float to this L tag, for example. Float to the left, flow to the left. Now, if you check, you can see, although it appears they are lumped together. Let us give it a margin so that we see what I'm talking about. Let's give margin so that they will be spaced out. Margin of margin left of, say, value 100 pixel. 100 pixel. And yes, let me see whether that is not too much. Okay, good. Let us change the color so that the contrast we come out. Let's change it to white so that we can see it very well. So you can see, okay, let's remove the text decoration. Is it applicable here? Let me see. This should be on no, is on this thing. That's on anchor tag. Is it not list style type? Yes, I want it none. I don't want the bullet points. I know that you must have done what I'm doing now. This property, doctor must have gone through this when he was teaching you HTML. So now to remove those dots, those dots right beside them, right? I apply this list type none just to remove it. So you can see if I scroll up now, it will still be there so that your client or your user can still navigate on the site and go to wherever page they want to go to. Now, you can see how easy I'm able to achieve this just by applying this float left. Now, if I turn it to right, it will float to the right, although it will look as if the position is what swapped. You can see now I have the home on the far right, then the about, then the contact, the service, and the gallery. So let me change it back to left so that we see that most of the websites they use this to achieve their menu. But like I said in one of the past classes, there's a better way called Flexbox. It's called Flexbox. Flexbox that we can use to achieve that easily without any stress. So is there any question on what we have discussed today? The fixed and the floats. Is there any question? Is there any question? Okay. I want to take it there's no question on what we discussed today. The fixed and the what? The floats. Now, in our next class, as I promised, I will go through the HTML essential training assignment. Then we will now discuss on where is it again? Where is my plan? We discuss on selectors. And in this selector, the assignment I will give you then will be a game. You see, there's a game site, hold on, which I will, let me just introduce it. Let me see.
Brother Tyler, before you move away from where you were talking from, would you mind copying the code onto the platform, the one we just did?
Okay, you mean this other one?
You just showed us, yeah.
Okay, no problem. I will.
Thank you.
I will. So I won't give you any tedious homework to do today, but I want you, right, just this menu, I want you to demonstrate this fix, right? And you now do something like where is the code again? Yes, this one. So you use float to achieve your menu as against the absolute. So you use float to achieve your menu, and I want the background to be black, just as we have it here, right? Use float to achieve that and let it be well spaced out. I don't want to see the bullets by the sides. I don't want to see it. I want to see just the menu, right? This same menu, I want to see it, but use the position fix and the floating property to achieve it. Don't use any other styling. I just want to see if you truly understand what we discussed tonight. So any question on the assignment? Okay, no question. Joshua, do you have any question?
No,
No question. Feromi, do you have any question? Okay, so someone is talking. I'm with you.
Did you say something about I'll have like a special class so I can get back to speed on the new things you've done?
Yes, talk to Mr. Klein. Talk to Klein, yes. Klein will arrange extra classes for those coming in today or 2 classes ago away. He will arrange. And please check the recordings also. All right.
Sir.
Okay, thank you. Is there any other question before I call it today? Okay, no question. All right, thank you so much. Please, Joshua, are you talking to me?
Uncle, you said you're gonna show us a game program.
I'm going to show you what?
You said that you're gonna show us something like a game.
Okay, that will be on Saturday when that will be when I teach you this topic, because the game is on this topic. So you can read ahead the CSS selectors. Read ahead about CSS selectors, then we talk about the game. So that game will be your assignment. It's online, is online there. So I don't want to show you now. Initially, I wanted to show you, but I don't want to show you again. So we'll talk about that on Saturday.
Okay, thank you very much.